Leo was a young man living in a bustling city where everyone was too busy chasing success to care about others. He was intelligent and hardworking, but believed that kindness was a waste of time. To him, only those who looked out for themselves could succeed. One evening, on his way home, Leo saw a young boy drop a stack of books and struggle to pick them up. People walked past without helping. Leo hesitated for a moment, but then shook his head and kept walking, thinking the boy should handle it himself. That night, Leo visited his grandfather, a wise and kind-hearted man who always believed in the power of kindness. Seeing Leo's indifference, his grandfather smiled and said, "Life is like a river, my boy. The kindness you give today will find its way back to you when you least expect it." Leo scoffed. "Grandpa, I don't think so. Helping others just slows you down." His grandfather chuckled. "One day, you'll understand." A few days later, Leo had an important job interview that could change his life. Dressed neatly, he left early to make sure he arrived on time. On the way, he noticed an elderly woman struggling with heavy grocery bags. Every step she took was slow and difficult. Leo hesitated. If he stopped to help, he might be late. But then his grandfather's words echoed in his mind. With a sigh, he approached her. "Let me help you, ma'am." The old woman looked up, surprised, then smiled kindly. "Oh, young man, that's very sweet of you, but you look like you're in a hurry. Are you sure?" Leo hesitated, but then nodded. "It's fine. Where do you live?" "Just 2 streets away," she said. "I usually manage, but my back has been hurting lately." As they walked, she glanced at his formal suit. "You seem like you're heading somewhere important." Leo sighed. "Yes, I have a job interview. I just hope I won't be late." The old woman smiled warmly. "Don't worry, dear. Sometimes doing the right thing opens doors you never expected." Leo gave a small smile but wasn't convinced. He helped her carry the groceries to her house, and before he left, she held his hand and said, "Thank you so much, young man. I'll pray that you have good luck today." Leo nodded politely before rushing off, worried that he had just lost his opportunity. When he arrived at the company, Leo was out of breath and worried he was too late. But as he stepped into the interview room, the hiring manager looked at him with surprise. "You're Leo, right?" the man asked. Leo nodded nervously. "Yes, sir. I'm really sorry for being late, but I have a good reason." The manager smiled. "No need to explain. My mother told me about you." Leo blinked in shock. "Your mother?" The man nodded. "This morning you helped an elderly woman carry her groceries home. That was my mother." Leo's eyes widened. I didn't know." The manager chuckled. "I've met many skilled candidates, but we need people who aren't just talented, but also compassionate. Our company values those who care about others." Leo was speechless. He had risked his interview to help a stranger, but that very act had secured his opportunity. The manager extended his hand. "Welcome to our team." That day completely changed Leo's perspective. He realized that kindness wasn't a weakness. It was a strength that connected people in ways he had never imagined. From then on, Leo made an effort to help others more, holding the door open, assisting those in need, and simply being kinder. He no longer saw kindness as a waste of time, but as something that made life more meaningful. Months later, on a rainy night, Leo's car broke down on an empty road. As he struggled to fix it, a car pulled over. "Need some help?" the driver asked. Leo looked up and recognized him. It was the father of the boy he had once ignored when he dropped his books. But this time, the man didn't hesitate to help him. As he sat inside the car, Leo smiled to himself. His grandfather had been right all along. Moral of the story: kindness is like ripples in water. It always finds its way back to you. Kindness. Kindness always comes back to you. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Let's spread kindness together.